I'm Jen, and I'm the Director of Marketing over here at EverRise. Today, I'm really excited to share some news regarding improvements that we have been working on for the EverStake contract and what exactly does that mean for EverRise. Over the past couple of weeks, the development team has been hard at work to update and improve our staking DApp after we identified a vulnerability within our staking contract due to a minor exploit that occurred on February 10th. The team has outlined multiple solutions, as well as risk involved with all of them. And instead of adding a short-term patch for our current pool, we have decided to take everything that we've learned and embrace the opportunity to build for the future. What the team has been working on developing is a groundbreaking innovation and will introduce an ingenious staking protocol that has never been seen before. Let's break it down. EverRise V3 is a combined multi-chain token and on-chain utility NFT contract that will utilize the same contract addresses across all chains. Now, there's quite a few improvements, but let's start with the smart contract for the RISE token. With the EverRise V3 smart contract, multiple security improvements will be implemented. For example, RISE tokens will never leave your wallet when you are staking. Instead, stake tokens will be locked in your wallet based on how long you are staking for. This means that your stake token value will always be displayed within your wallet. In addition, the V3 smart contract will allow you to create time locks within your wallet for RISE tokens and utility NFTs. You will be able to assign a second wallet address to your time locks in order to unlock your RISE tokens and RISE NFTs before the time lock finishes. For example, let's say I have 1 million RISE tokens and I staked half of them. I would have 500,000 RISE tokens staked and locked within my own wallet. Now, let's say I saw other protocols getting compromised and I wanted to be extra safe. I would actually be able to put a time lock on my 500,000 unstaked RISE tokens for any set duration of time. And if an emergency occurred and I needed to access my 500,000 unstaked RISE tokens that are time locked, I could actually unlock those tokens from a secondary wallet address that I assigned to my time lock. After we saw the exploit with OpenSea with regards to signature approvals, we have decided to implement a new feature within our RISE V3 smart contract that will allow you to revoke all approvals related to the RISE token and RISE NFTs in a single transaction. This means if a DEX or NFT marketplace experiences a similar exploit to what OpenSea experienced, you would be able to immediately revoke the approval of that platform and all others within a single transaction. In addition to the revoke feature of the V3 contract, the contract allows you to choose an auto timeout period for spending approvals. The auto timeout feature essentially times out any new approvals after that time period. This will be a feature that you will be able to configure yourself. It starts off but can be turned on and set anywhere between 1 hour and 7 years and turned off at any point in time. So for example, say I set my auto timeout feature to be 14 days. If I connected to a DEX to purchase RISE, I would need to approve the signature. 14 days after this occurs, if I went back to that DEX, I would need to approve the signature again. Some additional improvements to the V3 contract include blocking the ability to send RISE tokens to the EverRise smart contracts. In addition, again, we will have the same contract address on all chains. These improvements are key to EverRise having one of the most secure smart contracts within the DeFi space. With all of that said, let's talk about how these changes impact our staking protocol and EverStake. We have put strong measures in place to the staking rewards pool that we've discussed with security experts. With EverRise V3, staking improvements include heavy gas optimizations to make it much cheaper for you guys to create a stake. You've heard me say utility NFTs a couple of times now. When I'm talking about utility NFTs, I'm referring to our upgraded staking protocol, where staking contracts will be on-chain NFTs that we will be referring to as EverRise NFT stakes. The EverRise NFT stakes, again, will be on-chain NFTs. That means all their data is directly on the blockchain and not dependent on IPFS or any external server. The EverRise NFT stakes are staked RISE. If they are transferred, the staked RISE goes along with them. The EverRise NFT stakes will be directly held in your wallet and will have a unique serial number per blockchain. The EverRise NFT stakes are also OpenSea compatible, along with other NFT platforms, and can be sold or transferred to others. When sold, EverRise will get royalties off the NFT stake sales. This royalty fee will have tokenomics applied to it, returning value to the token. The EverRise NFT stakes are bridgeable with a percentage change based on the size of the stake in unstaked RISE that will go to stakers on the target chain, along with some portion of it to the company. So if I have an NFT stake on the BNB chain and I bridge my NFT stake to Ethereum, I will start earning staking rewards from the buybacks occurring on the Ethereum blockchain. Along with V3, we are bringing back the burning process. As a part of staked NFT bridging, we collect tax in the form of RISE tokens, so we will use a portion of it on a monthly or quarterly basis to burn some RISE tokens. You will have the ability to split a stake into smaller stakes. Since you can transfer NFT stakes to others, bridge them to other chains, and sell them on an NFT marketplace, being able to split them will allow you to do this with a smaller amount rather than the full stake. Splitting a stake will create 2 new NFT stakes with the same completion date and destroy the original. In addition, we're also adding additional staking periods of 24 and 36 months. With the NFT stakes, you will have the ability to increase the staking period while the stake is in process. This is a feature that we've heard a lot of community members ask us about and talk about, so we're really excited that we're going to be able to deliver that with V3. If you do choose to increase your staking period, a new NFT stake will be created with the same RISE amount starting from that point for the new period. NFT stakes will continue to earn rewards at the same rate after the lock-in period has ended. Upon completion of a staking period, the EverRise NFT stakes will allow you to claim an award NFT, which can be collected. Unstaking will destroy the NFT stake and unlock its RISE tokens in your wallet. Some of the improvements to the EverStake platform include the ability to display stakes for a wallet address of all chains at once. In addition, if you have multiple staking contracts, you can withdraw all rewards from one chain in a single transaction. EverRise V3 introduces a whole new chapter for EverRise. I'm excited to share that the development team is putting the finishing touches on the smart contracts, and we are preparing to formally submit the upgraded V3 contract and our staking smart contract to our audit partners, and will be looking to migrate to V3 sometime in March. The migration process for V3 will look slightly different than our migration to V2. Here are some of the key things you need to know. We will be creating new staking contracts that mirror the existing ones as EverRise NFT stakes with RISE V3 tokens. All NFT stakes will be airdropped. When we go to the EverRise V3 smart contract, we will be utilizing a snapshot of all rewards that were not withdrawn before the staking rewards pool exploit to refill all rewards lost with tokens owned by EverRise. To migrate all unstaked RISE V2 tokens to RISE V3, we will be utilizing a twofold approach. RISE holders will be able to utilize EverMigrate to migrate to the V3 tokens, and after a period of time, which we will not be disclosing to mitigate airdrop scams, we will actually close EverMigrate for V3 tokens and airdrop all V2 tokens to those who did not migrate utilizing EverMigrate. Once V3 is live, we will be activating the Buyback and Stake protocol on all chains to buy back more often to make up for the past several weeks in which the Buyback protocol was turned off. As we get closer to the beginning of the migration process, we'll be releasing more details so you guys can be informed at every step and know exactly what you need to do for the migration to V3. For us here at EverRise, we are committed to security and innovation in the DeFi space. As we all know, DeFi is still incredibly early, and we are constantly pushing the boundaries of what is possible, and here at EverRise, we will continue to do so. The ingenuity of the development team that we have here speaks for itself, and we hope that you are all as excited about EverRise V3 as we are. Hey everyone, it's me again. I don't know if you enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed making it and kind of really breaking down all the various updates that are coming with V3. But before we dig any deeper into V3, I actually wanted to do a little bit of a wrap up for this week. I know I haven't been on the last 2 Fridays, but we are going to continue to do these weekly wrap ups. So for those of you guys who are on Twitter, I'm sure you noticed that we switched back to our original branding. I really just cannot emphasize enough how important all of your guys' engagement was with this movement. The entire team over here at EverRise, we're so grateful to have such an amazing community like you guys. And honestly, we've been able to have a lot of really productive conversations around Let Us In, and we'll continue to do so. And as things unfold, we'll obviously, of course, always keep you guys updated. One of the things that we'll be doing over the next couple of days is actually putting up a little splash page on our website for those who are interested in reaching out to us. Again, this movement is just so much bigger than just EverRise. And just because we don't have Inu in our name doesn't mean that we can't continue to dominate Twitter and keep bringing eyes to this issue, right? Speaking of the Let Us In movement and dominating Twitter, we have continued to trend on Twitter multiple times this week. On top of that, for the second week in a row, we are the most mentioned project on the Polygon mainnet. That's really incredible. In addition, I'm sure many of you guys know that Big One has heard us and they are looking at letting us in. We still need deposits on Big One. And if you do deposit to Big One, you can actually submit to our Gleam.io link where we're giving away 100 EverRise Ecosystem t-shirts. Guys, like, trending on Twitter is not easy. I know what the power of this community is. We only need to secure 600 deposits. So please keep pushing, keep telling your friends, telling your families. Like, I saw the passion that this community had, or not had, sorry, that this community has when we were tweeting every day, let us in. And now we have an opportunity right at our doorstep to come into a centralized exchange that sees the value that we bring. So I just want to encourage everyone, please keep submitting and definitely submit for a t-shirt. I literally have hundreds of them in my apartment and I'm really excited to ship them out. So make sure you do that. Another reminder, we are participating in a hackathon with Avalanche and Dora Hacks, which is really exciting. So this hackathon will be pretty similar to the one that we did with BNB Chain in the sense that, you know, we will be doing a project demo over probably the course of the next month. But what's really cool about this hackathon specifically is they have a separate fund, which is their like quadratic funding grant, where they actually distribute grants to projects who are able to secure votes. So I believe on the Kraken bot, we do have a reoccurring message going where it kind of walks you through the steps to vote on that hackathon. So please make sure to vote. The last time I checked, which was last night, we were still in the top leaderboard positions. And I just want us to keep that position and keep securing it. A few more things. For those of you who missed Tuesday's AMA, I'm super excited to share that we do have a new dev on the development team. He's incredibly experienced. And, you know, I know internally for us, it's just really exciting that we're able to grow this arm of EverRise. It's really key to everything that we do. Like if we're not developing, then we're not building. If we're not building, then we're not innovating in the space. A couple other things that we're continuing to work on in the background include the 9th DApp that none of you guys know about, and all you have is a little logo as a clue. We'll release more details on that in the coming weeks as we get closer to finalizing it. We're still completing EverSwap for onboarding other projects, and along with that, of course, the UX and UI. Of course, these things are really important, and obviously, due to the exploit that happened earlier this month, we've had to sort of set them aside because really for us, the priority became EverRise V3 and getting our staking protocol back up and making sure that, you know, everyone who has staked tokens can re-access those tokens. So while these things are being worked on in the background and we've set new internal deadlines, I just want to emphasize again that our priority is EverRise V3. So with that said, and speaking of EverRise V3, we're actually going to be closing this Twitter broadcast and opening up a Twitter Spaces. And you guys can come join us for an AMA because I'm sure there's a lot of questions and a lot of things that you guys may want to say. And I guess on that note, that's this week's weekly wrap up, and I'll see you guys on Spaces. We're just pulling up the Spaces real quick.
Yep. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey guys.
All right.
Right. We are off on Twitter and we're ready to go on Spaces when you're ready.
Okay.
Spaces is open.
TJ got a link. All right, I'm gonna mute. I'll see you guys in here.
You're great. Just give us a few seconds, guys, whilst we get the Spaces up.
Hey, TJ, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay, great. Oh my gosh, my headphones have finally connected to Twitter Spaces. This is huge for me.
You must have some
Big day.
V3 headphones.
I know, right?
Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you enjoyed the announcement. Jen, very well said. I just want to take a moment to appreciate, that video, everything you put together. That was professional like I've never seen. I hope everyone is excited for V3. As a company, the blockchain world moves so fast. We all know that. With the staking exploit that occurred, it really gave us the opportunity to move forward in a way where we can see where the future is heading and adapt to it and be there to create innovations before, they've even existed. So as far as I know, this is the first ever staking platform like this in existence. Big shout out to the development team, Suresh, Ben, everyone behind the scenes. Great job. That's what we do. We innovate, we build for the future, and we build for the long run. And I hope everyone is as excited for V3 as we are.
Yeah. I mean, I think even before we open up the floor for questions, Suresh, do you want to say anything? I know this has been something that you and Ben and everyone else have been working really, really hard on. And, I personally would love to hear from the legend himself.
Yeah, thanks, gentlemen. Basically, I just want to touch base And people might be wondering why we are actually going to V3 when we just started V2 like a couple of months back. Now we are almost planning to go to V3. As you have seen, like we have created the staking and we are creating staking contracts on the blockchain. And at the time I was thinking like basically, I mean, the contracts are created in the blockchain, tokens are present in the blockchain. What if something goes to the project and how do we actually take the tokens out, or like how do we plan it? I mean, at the time I just got an idea like, okay, should I have any kind of backdoor to the contract so that I can pull out the tokens and put it in a new contract? But later I realized, I mean, it is not a good way to do it because once it is created, I should not have any control. It is the user's control should be. So right now we have the tokens there sitting on the contracts. The only way they can come out to the wallet is via the compromised contract, which is like the hacked contract. So we wanted to fix this in such a way without going to V3, but it is kind of like, it will be flawed again. Like basically there is a chance that the hacker might try again to get the tokens as soon as it comes to the contract. So we thought it is better to actually go to V3. If at all, like, there is no plan for V4, V5, but we don't know. But if at all, like, anything happens, I should not have any control of whatever is happening. Like, it's better to go clean rather than having a backdoor to any of the tokens. So that is one thing. And with respect to that, we wanted to, and we have seen so many issues or like so many suggestions given by the community saying that, hey, I'm creating so many contracts. I have like so far 50 contracts, 100 contracts. We wanted to take the rewards out. They have to go to each and every contract and take out. I mean, it's like a time consuming, and also gas costs will be there. And people are not interested to go to Ethereum side because of high gas, and the cost of creating a contract is too big. So we have seen like so many issues with respect to creating contracts on the blockchain. That is one reason why we want to have the tokens within the wallet and create a different kind of staking, making sure that use the lock and unlock within the wallet itself. And that was entirely like we want to reshape the staking so that everything stays within the wallet. But later on, Ben came up with the brilliant idea of having utility NFTs and making sure that people can trade the NFTs. And why we wanted to give the option of trading NFTs is one major important thing is, suppose if some big person like big whale, he wants to jump in, he wants to come and invest in Rise, he wants to put in big money. I mean, we might have seen the previous examples also. When he comes and buys on a single chain, because of the price impact, it just shoots up. Even though there is a lot of money coming into the project, it won't survive because we have got 5 chains. People will try to take the advantage of arbitrage and they'll just bring it down. Instead of that, if you have an NFT, if the person wants to buy it, you can just buy the NFT with the same, which will not have any effect on the price. There'll not be any sell pressure, there'll not be any buy pressure. But when I say buy pressure, you need to have a buy pressure in all the chains, not just one single chain, because we have a different kind of system where we have like 5 chains. We want to give the option for so many people on so many different chains. So that is one biggest thing why we want to make this NFTs tradable so that people can buy the NFTs, sell the NFTs. Of course, there'll be tax on that. The tokenomics will apply. Whenever the trade happens, we get the money to crack, and all this entire tokenomics will apply on them as well, because ultimately they're buying and selling. Yeah, so, and also basically people might be wondering, like, I mean, if I have a big like 100 million stake, I don't want to sell my entire stake. I just want to sell like only 5 million stake. Yeah, you can just break it down to how many stakes you want. You can just do whatever you want. So we want to give that option. And everything will be like, stake itself is on the blockchain. So the most important thing is the V3 contract is both token, which means the ERC20, and also an NFT contract, which is ERC 1155. So this is the first of a time, like anybody's trying to do this. And we are actually working so hard on this. Hopefully we'll be able to wrap this out, like we're trying to fix small couple of things over the weekend. Hopefully we'll be able to submit them. Basically, before we launch, before we go live, we want to make sure we get the audit reports from multiple sources. And I already talked to Satik, because you guys know we did not even have Satik audit for V2 yet, because see, they already gave the audit earlier. They already ready to publish, but we did not accept it because they were mentioning the centralization issue, and we have the EverOne product built and they have seen it. Even the projects which have been audited by Satik, they are also part of EverOne. They know that, but still they are trying to discuss other things. And but for V3, we'll still go there only if they can give the without the centralization risk. They need to accept that EverOne solves it. Then we'll get the audit from them. But until that, we cannot accept it. So,
Yeah.
but not static, but we'll have multiple sources to get the audit, not just one.
And I just wanted to add on to something that Suresh said about like not accepting the audit with the centralization risk. Like Certic right now accepts a multi-sig wallet as something that would remove the centralization risk. A multi-sig wallet still has several points of failure. And so this is definitely one of the reasons why like we don't want to just accept any audit that they give us, and we do want to advocate that EverOne fixes this problem, because that's what EverOne is. It's a smart contract security locker that further decentralizes projects. And that in itself is already significantly better than a multi-sig wallet for security purposes. That's the only thing I wanted to jump in and say, Suresh. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, fine. Yeah, and also basically, since we are actually building the new V3 contract, I have been telling like for the Ever wallet, we want to have this lock features on the tokens. So we wanted to introduce with the Rise contract itself, making sure that, because we have seen like so many people, they DM me directly saying that my tokens are like lost, somebody hacked my account. Or there are so many scammers who give the seed phrase to them and they take the tokens out. We have seen the issue, so we want to fix it. That's why we are saying that we'll have the lock and unlock. So you can specify how much your time you want to lock. Like suppose before you go to sleep today, you just lock your tokens like for 12 hours. So next morning you just come and see it will be unlocked. You can just do the trade. So everything will be inflexible. Suppose if you want like urgently and if you want to unlock it, you'll have the second wallet option where you can use the secondary wallet to unlock your tokens and do it. But it gives so much of protection. Like you don't need to worry about what if I lose my seed phrase. If somebody hacks my account, at least the Rise tokens will be locked. They will not be lost. So we want to put that into the contract itself so that, see, whatever you guys are discussing in the community, I have some ideas. At the same time, most of the ideas you guys giving to us, you are discussing in the chart, or I keep following it. Okay, if something is good, okay, this is good. Let me take a look on this. So yeah, this is, even like I feel bad that we're going to V3 in this kind of circumstances, but this is a necessary thing for us right now, because we cannot open the staking with a kind of, the fix cannot be like, we cannot actually fix it 100%. We have to wait on the hacker not to come and steal the tokens again. So it's kind of a risk for us. So it's better to go as early as possible. That was the reason we have been working hard, like making sure that the contract, staking, NFTs, all these things have to have in the same thing. So yeah, but still we'll be going. People, I know that people are actually waiting. There will be so many emergencies for people to actually unstake, to withdraw the tokens. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. We cannot open the risk for everybody. It's not only risk. There is no possibility in the sense like, if we have rewards, unless I put the rewards into the master contract, your tokens cannot come out. Very simple. The transaction will fail. If I put the rewards into the master contract, the hacker will come and take it away. So literally, we can't do it. So bear with us for another max, within the March, we'll go to V3 and everything will be up and running with the staking, with the new features of security.
Well said, Suresh. I just want to add in, obviously everyone's safety and security is our number one priority, which is why the move to V3 is so important. But on top of moving to V3 just for staking, it opens the door to so many other possibilities as, DeFi evolves and cryptocurrency evolves and new things pop up. And I'm pretty confident and happy to say that this is the first staking method of its kind. never been done before, created all in-house, and it's really going to pave the future, I think. Again, the same way that we paved the buyback, I think this might pave a future as well, and it's just another pinnacle for EverRise as a whole. So great job to the team. I think this is an incredible solution. Again, we don't want to put anyone at risk putting the tokens back in the master wallet. There's no point of that. So as Suresh said, bear with us. We'll get V3 out and make massive strides like we always do. On that note, Jen, Jason, do you have anything to add before we take some questions?
Yeah, if you can hear me, I'll restart.
I can't hear you on Twitter, but I hear you through a mic, a hot mic.
No, I don't
So
have
sorry
anything
about this,
to
guys.
add.
I just
I
need to
think
restart my Twitter.
we've just been really digging into what the V3 is and the implications of it, and I'm really excited. I think this is one of the coolest things about being in an emerging technology space is it's a little bit of trial and error, but there's also just so much innovation happening and ingenuity, and it's really great to see like how Suresh and Ben are constantly trying to push the boundaries of what EverRise can do. And I think Suresh, you said it best in a tweet that you put out earlier this week. Like with these security improvements, really, like no one should be able to steal your Rise tokens from your wallet. And I think that in itself is already a significant achievement. So.
Absolutely. On that note, it looks like Jason's having a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm watching his webcam right now. So I'm going to open the floor to questions. Sunreal, bring you up first. Hey, Sunreal.
Hey guys, I'll get it back up in a second, don't worry.
Something to Titan, the man Titan. Absolutely incredible, my friend. Absolutely incredible. I like what you're doing. I see where you're going with this. I don't think it's a bad thing moving to V3 because there's some projects that have been moving to V2 for 8 months, and we're moving to V3 in 8 months. Okay, so we're in a space where innovation is absolutely needed. It's required to be able to have longevity and to sustain a project. And then when it comes to the movable NFTs, how we're able to move them like this, oh my goodness, I am just absolutely excited. I'm grinning cheek to cheek, and I just want you to know you have my support, and I'm absolutely excited to move to V3. So thank you, thanks team, thanks all y'all are great, you're awesome.
Thanks, Unreal. That means a lot. I think, honestly, I don't know a whole lot about NFTs, and I'm not going to pretend like I do. But what I think is really cool about the way we're doing NFTs is one, they're on chain. We were doing some research and trying to figure out what was the best way to go about doing this. And obviously for us, on chain was going to be more secure since all the data would be directly on the blockchain. But there's also like only, I think, a couple hundred projects, maybe even less, out of all the thousands and thousands of NFT projects that are launching every single day that are on chain. Like there's literally only a couple hundred of them. And then what's really cool is because the EverRise NFT stakes are actually your staked Rise, there's inherent value within the NFT. And so the fact that it can be bridgeable and sold and transferred, and hold value is really cool to me personally. Sorry, just throw my 2 cents in there.
No, absolutely, absolutely. It's awesome.
I also want to add a small thing here. For the NFT transfer, like you have to remember that if you are transferring the NFT from your wallet to another wallet, even your Rise stake tokens will go out of your wallet. So by default, the NFTs will be locked. So if you want to move the NFT, you have to unlock your NFT. And when you're moving the NFT, which means your tokens are also moving out of your wallet. That is one important thing.
Okay, all right, I like that. I like that. This is going to be really interesting to see. I appreciate it, Titan.
So unreal. Thank you, my friend. Jason, are you there? All right. Well, oh, yes, you're good. Hey.
Yeah, guys, Twitter Spaces. I'm telling you, sometimes I have I have a nightmare with it. So yeah, thank you so much for figuring that out, TJ. Yeah, hey everybody. This is like I just when I said that my mind keeps getting blown every time we have these staff meetings explaining the direction and the future of EverRise. I'm not over exaggerating. Like, you know, one of the things like we've been hearing is like, where are my Rise tokens? You know, they're stored in a smart contract. Yes, one of, you know, if not the most secure way of storing them. However, they're not in your wallet. You can't keep tabs on them. So having a way where you're able to lock them within your wallet, so you've got the price displayed there, you've got the amount there, the ability to break them down, to trade them, to bridge them across, to do a lot more with it. DeFi is all about giving people the ability to do what they want with their tokens, to do what they want with their money. With this new staking protocol, it literally gives you so much versatility and flexibility to just move and do whatever you want to do with your tokens, even if they're staked. Like, you know, before, if they're staked for 12 months, they're staked for 12 months. You know, you can't do much about it. Now you've got more, and this is just a great example of how you turn an awful situation, which it was, into an absolute opportunity. And like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, Ben, I have to shout Ben out. We've mentioned his name. He is literally an absolute massive asset to EverRise. Him working with Suresh and the rest of the dev team, you know, the way the thinking outside of the box to constantly trying to improve the DeFi space and the protocol. You know, it's got me really excited, guys. I mean, we've got a mystery DApp coming up that, you know, I'm really excited about as well. I mean, the rest of the ecosystem's coming on really well. We've got projects waiting for Everswap. We've got new UI coming in. Like, it's just so much going on at the moment. You may have noticed that I've not been in the VC much lately. That's because we got like literally a truckload of stuff that we're working on right now, and it's all really relevant, all really exciting stuff. And you know, I want to say a massive thank you to all the community as well for being so patient and so understanding with us as a team. You know, we really do care about you and your safety. Like, we could have opened up the staking for you to withdraw, but like Suresh said, the pool has to be so you have to interact with the rewards pool, and if we had done anything with that, the person that has exploited it could easily have stolen tokens out of it. We have to assume that that pool from now on is being looked at all the time by the person behind the exploit. So a matter of weeks, we are now away for V3, which in my opinion, like, I saw some of the comments on YouTube. Don't worry. If you can't get your head around everything right now, don't worry. There's a really well-written blog post, and there'll be further videos that you can consult, and also community members that you can speak to about it. On the face of it, it can seem overwhelming, but quite simply put, just think you are now able to do a lot more with your staked Rise. That's pretty much the easiest way of explaining it in one sentence. The ability to bridge, to split, to trade. I mean, it's massive, and you get a really cool NFT. By the way, I don't know if you guys mentioned, I know Jen did in the video, on-chain NFT. So if you guys are into your NFTs, you know how awesome on-chain NFTs really are, and all the staking NFTs are going to be on-chain. It's literally amazing, and Suresh, Ben, and the rest of the technical team, Mintia is working on UI. Absolute massive props to all of you for this, and I look forward to more questions from the community coming in, and also reading out some of the questions in YouTube.
I'm so glad that you got your mic to work, Jason, because that was just so well said. You know, all of us echo everything Jason just said. Very well said. I keep saying said. I'm very excited. Very well articulated. And we'll take a question from Peter now. Peter, how's it going? Oh, looks like he just fell off as I said his name. Let's bring up Maurice. Hey, Maurice.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, even better.
I love it.
I just wanted to say shout out to the team, of course, Jen. I love the video. Titan, absolutely amazing, man. I've been talking for literally hours for the last couple of days. I called it Titan's Revenge. I'm like, there's no way. I said Titan's coming up with something crazy, even better. And for what you guys pulled out, it's like I'm a do the math guy. And I can't even. Every time I add up the utility, every time I add up these ways, it's like I'm definitely 100% top 10. I believe this project is top 10 because of the innovation, the utility, the adaptability. Like, you stand for so much. Like, your name's legendary. I thank you for being allowing us to be a part of this project, the team as well, because it goes all the way from the top all the way to the bottom. I just wanted to say that from the bottom of my heart, guys. Great comeback. I mean, I know it was a lot of eyes watching us, but to take advantage of that exploit and do what you've done, to come back stronger and to see it as an opportunity to create a safer space, like you guys are saying. I'm new to NFTs, but you definitely create a much safer environment for the people that are out there. So again, shout out to the team so much, and I love the community even more. But let me go do some more math, Titan, because you totally messed me up a little more. But thank you.
Thanks, Maurice. Appreciate all the kind words, my friend. Let's bring up Hakuna, our co-host of our daily spaces. Hakuna, how's it going? Hakuna, are you there?
I've never been so happy to be delayed on a flight in my life. So I have real quick, but I want to talk to Suresh directly because there was something I heard before. Jen, your video was awesome, and I love listening to it. And as I was listening to the information, I would like hang up on certain things and process, and then realize I missed like 5 other things that you dropped. So I have a lot of catching up to do. Fortunately, I'm on a flight for a while, so I'll be able to watch some of it with my Wi-Fi. But to Suresh, you said something before that I want to call out because you've had my respect since the beginning of the project for how you've managed things and the team you've put together and the way you lead and your innovation, your coding. I could go on forever about some of the magic of what I see in you and how you've built this project. But the comment you made before that gave me that much more respect for you was when you said, I listen to the community and I hear you talk and I read the chats and I take your ideas. To me, that's amazing leadership. And I wanted everyone out there in this space right now, I want to reiterate that statement. You know, we speculate wildly, we throw ideas around, and I've commented on VC that you see the account logged in and we've made remarks. You know, I give you a ton of respect for listening to people like us who have ideas, have no idea how to implement it, but we have a vision that's shared with you, and this community is nothing short of magical, and I'm just so happy to be a part of it. So I'm glad you got me up, TJ. Let me jump off now since I'm in my seat on the plane, but I really wanted to talk to you guys and just say how exciting it is. It's really cool stuff.
Thanks, Hakuna. Appreciate it, my friend. Have a safe flight. We'll talk when you land. Let's bring up Fish. I'm going in chronological order. There are so many requests here. Bear with me.
After Fish, TJ, I'd like to just read a couple of questions out on YouTube, if that's okay.
Sure. Fish.
Hey, Fish.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Doing amazing, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, I wanted to say congratulations to Suresh. Jen, great job on the video. I wrote a song, if you guys would like to hear it.
Yeah, of course.
All right. I literally just wrote this. And Suresh, if you ever want to give me a heads up on any inside information, I'd be willing to take it so I can get these songs out sooner. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. This song is called Creatively EverRise version 3. Let's talk about EverRise version 3. It's all about staking and NFTs. We're gonna upgrade your staking contracts. Buy a staking NFT airdrop, how about that? EverMigrate will be open for a limited time. You don't have to use it if you don't want to spend a dime. Your EverRise version 3 tokens can be airdropped. The evolution of EverRise, it can't be stopped. Your wallet will now hold your staked tokens. Yeah, the EverRise version 3 upgrade is absolutely smoking. So let's talk about EverRise version 3. It's all about staking and NFTs.
Amazing. Doesn't need long, does he, guys? He doesn't need long to write a song.
We
Love
just made the announcement.
He did not know. Like, he did not know. That's how you know.
It's not the best community, just all around. I mean, I'm floored every single day that, you know, we host these community chats, and, you know, you guys surprise us as much as we surprise you. That's what I'll say here. So, Fish, amazing song. I can't wait to hear that more. And I think that song is actually going to help people understand what V3 is. So I'm very glad that this space is being recorded.
Thank you. I wanted to put a little bit of educational information, but like I'm still trying to digest it and I'm still trying to listen to the space, so I didn't want to go too far and get something wrong.
Listen, you have all the time in the world to make modifications, but it was pretty damn good as far as I'm concerned. So great job, my friend. What is that, song number 300?
That's like 115 or something like that. So
amazing. Another round of applause. Let's get some applause emojis in the spaces for Fish. Peter, how's it going?
Hey everyone. Congratulations. Thanks for bearing with my technical difficulties. Mega shout out to the whole team on all the hard work. Unsurprisingly, my question is about the longer staking terms, which I'm very excited about. Will those be 24 and 36x multipliers, or will they be different?
Yes, those are 24 and 36 multipliers.
Money, money, money. All right, cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Peter. Jason, I realized I forgot to take the YouTube questions. I got too excited from Fish's song.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of people actually commenting on Titan. They're saying he looks a lot younger. So Titan, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're looking good. There's a question here. Will Coinbase wallet be included within the staking, or will the staking NFTs be compatible with the Coinbase wallet? I think they're asking.
Yeah, it's already like we integrated Coinbase wallet. It should support the staking as well.
Excellent. And here we go. Will we ever see an auto staking rewards compound option in Everstake? Says Miguel.
Oh no, we cannot actually. I mean, when you say auto compound, if you want to add them to your current stakes, no, it's not possible. It has to be. And also, like, see, if I have like 10 stakes right now, when I get the rewards, you will be able to withdraw the entire rewards all at once. It's not like per stake withdrawal. So.
And you can again you can combine them again, can't you? So you can combine staked NFTs to a larger stake. Is that correct? Or you can add to them, I mean.
Yeah, when you add, it will be a new staking contract again. It starts from that day.
Yeah. So if you've got rewards that are accumulating, you can create a new NFT stake from those rewards if you wish to. But yeah, absolutely. I've just wanted to check to see if there's anything else. Is there anyone else with their hands up, TJ, in the meantime?
Yeah, there are plenty. We'll bring up next in line Kyle. Hey, Kyle.
Hey, guys. Thanks for bringing me up. I had a couple questions. First of all, congrats, guys. That was unbelievable. Like you guys surprise me every week, I swear. And, there was so much info that I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch that again. Jen, great job. Or I'll check out the blog or whatever. Anyway, first of all, I had a question for Jason. Dude, when are you going to get a new phone or a new internet connection or whatever? Because I swear every single space, you sound like a robot half the time, or you have to come back and forth. But anyway, seriously though, I had a question for Titan, or anyone really. Just want to make sure I heard that right with the staking. So did I understand that right, where you can move some stakes around? So I can do, like, if I have a BNB stake, can I take half of that and move it to Polystake? Or do you guys see where I'm going with that? Thanks.
Yes.
That's right. You can actually, if you have one stake in BSC, you can split into like 4 other stakes and move it to each chain.
Yeah, that's freaking insane. I think I'm going to do that 36 times stake now. And probably split it up between all 5. Thanks, guys. Congrats again.
Thank you. And to answer your question, I don't actually use a mobile phone. I use BlueStacks, and that's supposed to be more reliable than using a phone. I think it's
Well, maybe
more
you
to
should
do-
start using a phone. I'm just kidding.
I did use a phone, and it started overheating, and it felt like I was going to melt my hand. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'll look at getting a new phone. But I wanted to use the computer. But yeah, I think Twitter Spaces is renowned for having certain issues. But yeah, it just seemed to plague me more than others. But
No, totally. Thanks, guys. Guys, great day. A lot of cool info, and like I said, you guys surprise me every week or so. Great job.
Thank you very much, Kyle. Hal, I brought you up. As soon as you connect, the floor is yours.
Yeah, Monty Bags very quickly says, "Hey Jason, will V3 have the same supply?" Yep.
Yes. Yep. It'll be a 1-to-1 migration.
Yep.
Hal is still connecting, it looks like. In the meantime, I'll bring up C-Buzz.
You won't need to unstake. You won't need to do anything shipping office. You don't need to do anything with your current staking contracts. They will be automatically migrated over for you. Don't worry.
Correct. So I'll just, while we wait for some people to connect, I'll just reiterate that we will be taking a two-fold approach to migration. First fold is for a period of time at the beginning of the migration process. We will be migrating from V2 to V3 utilizing EverMigrate. And then after a certain period of time, we will actually take all V2 holders that did not migrate during that period, and we will be airdropping them V3 tokens. We're not going to disclose the exact time that we're going to do this. We want there to be enough time for everyone to know what the correct contract address is, that it's verified, and we also don't want to let any scammers know what that timeline looks like, just to mitigate airdrop scams. So ultimately, by the end of the migration process, everyone that holds V2 Rise tokens will have V3 Rise tokens.
Yeah, there's a couple of questions here as well on let me know when you're ready for them, TJ.
Yep. You're good?
Yeah. Will terms ending within the current contract be honored, i.e. contract ends in 3 months? Will it be the new staking contracts that will be given out, will they be the same, or will everything be the same terms?
Yes, everything will be the same terms. If it is already ended, you will get the new NFT with ended contract. Like you can withdraw that anytime.
If you got 3 months left on your current one, you'll get 3 months left on your V3 one. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There you go. Hal, how's it going?
Hey guys, how's it going? How's everyone doing?
Doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I had 6 questions, but it went down to 2 or 3 because some people asked those questions already. So, my first question is, do you guys know, have all the V1 to V2 tokens been converted already? I know that there might have been some stragglers in the past, and I think you guys were given everyone until June of this year to get that done. So just was checking to see if that process was already finished.
No, basically still we have like 2% of tokens left out. I mean, we don't know whether they are aware of EverRise. It's kind of thing like people might have bought the tokens and they might have forgot it because we have so many coins. I mean, they don't even know that they bought EverRise. But at the same time, we're not going to waste, in the sense like in the future, like after a couple of months, we are going to drop Airdrop V3 tokens for all the existing V1 holders who did not migrate. We're not going to left. So after 2 years, if they think that, okay, Rise is very good price, did they have anything? And if they see that value, yeah, they can come and take it us. But yeah, they will get the token, that's for sure.
Gotcha. And I guess my other question is with the new staking contract or the new contract, would you guys have to submit that to CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko again for pricing variations, etc.?
Correct. So I'm already in contact with the team over at CoinGecko, and they're prepared to migrate our page when we are ready to do so. And I'm working on chatting with CoinMarketCap to make sure that we'll be able to do the same migration process as CoinGecko. Because with CoinGecko, and since we're doing a 1-to-1 migration, we should actually be able to keep all of our watch list people we'll be able to actually keep the current page that we have for CoinGecko, and they'll just update the contract addresses and refresh the price chart. And if CoinGecko can do that, I'm going to assume that CoinMarketCap can do that. So we're just kind of waiting on that front for them to respond. But yes, I've already started that process. It's my favorite process of migration.
Personally, I'm really going to love the fact that we're going to have the same contract address across all chains, because as you know, at the moment, Avalanche has got a slightly different contract address, but for V3, it's going to be all the same contract addresses.
Okay, that's good to hear. And I guess my last question, maybe I misheard this. So as far as V2 to V3, I understand that we can use EverMigrate to get that process done. But if we choose not to, you guys would be sending out something for us to get airdrops, you said, if we choose to do that route?
If you end up not utilizing EverMigrate during the allotted time to migrate from V2 to V3, we will airdrop you V3 tokens at some point after that allotted time ends.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. And I guess my last question, because just from my understanding, so the staked V2 tokens that are currently on EverStake, those would be, I guess, are you guys going to drop those back to, I don't understand, Trust Wallet? How does that work?
No. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to create new staking contracts for everyone on the V3 contract. These are what we are calling the EverRise NFT stakes, right?
Okay.
All of these EverRise NFT stakes will mirror the existing stakes that are on V2.
Okay.
And so
gotcha.
and then that will be airdropped to you. So
Gotcha,
let's say you have a stake that ends in, 1 month and you staked 100 Rise tokens. You would receive an NFT stake with 100 Rise V3 tokens that ends in 1 month.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
Think of it like, you can think about it like this. After the V3 coming live and EverStake is live, if you go to the EverStake screen, you will exactly see what are the staking contracts you are supposed to see right now. You will see the same thing, but with a different kind of layout and everything. You will be able to unstake. You will be, the same operations you can do along with extra operations. Instead of taking the rewards for each contract, you'll have a single option to take the entire rewards. So for you, everything will be seamless on the back end.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
I just want to kind of come in as well, because I see there's people, a couple people asking about, what about the V1 to V2 NFTs? Guys, they're still going to be given out. It's just like, we've got to go in an order of priority here, It'd be irresponsible of us to focus on doing them before sorting out everybody's staking contracts. So let's just get V3 out. We'll get everyone that's entitled for a V1 to V2 NFT will get their NFT. Don't worry about that. And I appreciate your patience on the subject.
And I just want to say, Jason, on that note, what is incredible about what we're doing with EverRise V3 and NFTs is we're going to have that infrastructure now built into our protocol for the NFTs. Like, we have been talking about bridgeable NFTs for a long time, whether that was, the award staking NFTs you got or the migration NFTs you got. We've been playing around with this idea of bridgeable NFTs. With EverRise V3, this infrastructure is going to be fully built out. Once we're all good and set with V3, I imagine there's only a couple of things to do to get you guys these other NFTs that we've been needing to get out to you.
Not only that, if you want to, because we are saying these NFTs can be tradable, you need to go to marketplace, you need to go on, say that, hey, I want to sell this, or somebody has to come and buy. We plan to build NFT marketplace where you guys can actually put your stakes and people can do the trades. So we are into NFTs, you can say that, because once we start going, even frankly, I don't have much idea about NFTs, all this stuff, but I am also coming into it, so we are going into NFT world.
So, Suresh, is this your casual way of telling me that in about a month I'm going to see you with a Bored Ape NFT?
I don't know. I'm just starting learning. I'm just learning it, Jen. I don't even know much
It's
about.
okay. I'll learn with you too. All I know is TJ and David have profile pictures of monkeys, and like that's about it. I know a little bit more. I'm just kidding, but like, you know.
I was laughing to myself on mute. I just realized because I'm watching us on Zoom, and then I'm like, oh, I'm muted on Spaces. This must just look so weird. Thank you for all the amazing questions, Hal. Do you have anything else?
No, that was it. I really appreciate you guys answering my questions. As usual, keep up the good work, Suresh team. You guys are amazing, and we can't wait to see what's in the future. Keep them coming, guys.
Thank you. We shall. Hope you have a great weekend.
You too, man.
Seabuzz, how are you?
Hey guys.
Hey.
That's an awesome upgrade to the project and contract. I'm really excited about it. Got a quick question, because there's some crazy things that people can do with NFTs. And I'm not suggesting that we look into them, but I'm concerned that they don't step on our ability to keep it safe. And that has to do with what about situations such as the possible fractionalization of an NFT and duplication things.
Well, your EverRise, and Suresh, correct me if I'm wrong, but the EverRise NFT stakes are staked Rise themselves. Like no one's going to be able to duplicate that. They may be able to duplicate, I guess, the artwork, but again, our NFTs will be on chain. Like you will be able to check directly on the blockchain to verify that that is the NFT that people are saying that it is.
Yeah, and again, for those, we have to assume there's a lot of people here that don't know what on-chain NFTs are compared to normal. Like, so
right.
everything is, all the data for that NFT, the graphic, everything is stored on-chain. So it's on the blockchain directly. So it's there, it's unique, it's got its own unique serial number, as opposed to a lot of the NFTs that are on marketplaces, which are just IPFS NFTs. So these are very unique. They're minted by the contract, and they're tied to you.
That's the 721 style, right? When it's all on chain.
This is 1155.
1155. I'm sorry. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, Seabuzz.
Yeah, great question, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that you brought up the difference between on-chain and IFPS. If anyone wants to know, you can Google it. There's a big difference. It's super beneficial to be on-chain if you can. So I'm really glad that the dev team found a way to do that.
TJ, why don't you, if you would, could you actually explain really quickly what the difference between on-chain and IPFS is?
Yes, sort of. So I don't know much about the back end. To be honest with you, Jason, I think would know a little bit more. I know that the majority NFT.
In the most basic way of saying it, an on-chain NFT stores all the information on the blockchain, whereas a IPFS NFT stores obviously the NFT token, but the actual link to a server. So like an IPFS server where that artwork is stored and that URL. So it points to a URL. So essentially you're getting a redirect. When you own that NFT, you're getting a redirect to a URL, which is on IPFS.
Yeah, well said.
That's generally done for cost reasons, right? Because if you try to load a lot on the chain, it gets expensive.
Yeah, massively. And the designs that we've got for the on-chain, which you've seen a teaser of one in Jen's beautifully put together video. I have to give honor to Storm for that one. Storm is absolutely just a machine. She can do everything. She's put them together in such a brilliant fashion for on-chain. So big shout out to Storm.
Big shout out to Storm. Absolutely. Let's see who is up next. We'll bring up Yaz. Hey, Yaz.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Doing very well. How are you?
I'm great. Awesome presentation. Blew my mind. Super complex. I probably don't understand all of it, though, but great things are coming. My question is, Jen mentioned a burn. Is that burn gonna burn the main supply and lower our supply? So, for example, we have 71 billion and 600 million. So that supply will get lower with that burn, correct? Is that kind of burn?
Yeah, basically, I believe, I mean, a couple of AMS back, someone asked whether we are bringing back burn. At the time, I told that, I mean, if at all in the future, if we start collecting any kind of fee in the form of RISE tokens, then we can actually plan for that. And right now, with this NFT bridging, we are planning to collect the fee. So we thought, yeah, see, burning is, even though it won't actually affect the price or anything, but it will be good for the very long term. Like people will be having a psychological feeling that so circulation is going down and it will become scarcity, like everything. Like it will have a good psychological feeling, even though it doesn't reflect in the market. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we'll be burning in the total supply will go down.
Awesome. That's good news. Yeah, I can't wait till my contract ends so I could stake for 36 months. All right, thanks for answering my question. I don't have anything else to say. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Thank you, Yaz. You too. I'm bringing up a Chem. Looks like he's still connecting. I'll bring up 21 Nation in the meantime. Hey, 21. 20, you might have to unmute in the bottom left hand.
Yeah, so basically I want to know about the V3 which you guys are trying to come up with. If you have a stake on the V2 for 1 year, how are you going to go about the stake into the V3?
So what will happen is we're actually going to, so first and foremost, on the V3, staking contracts are now on-chain NFTs that we're referring to as EverRise NFT stakes. When we move to V3, we will be creating new staking contracts that mirror the staking contracts that are already existing on V2. So we're going to create all new ones that are the exact same. They just have V3 tokens instead of V2 tokens, and they are now NFTs instead of just, a smart contract on the blockchain. From there, all of those newly created EverRise NFT stakes will be airdropped to stakers. So if you have a 1-year stake that you put like 100 RISE tokens into, you will receive 100. You will receive an NFT stake with 100 RISE tokens that are V3, and it will have the duration of 1 year. It'll literally be the same stake that you had, except on the new protocol.
I just want to quickly come in. Some people may find this confusing. I completely understand that. But the easiest thing I can say right now is it will be taken care for you. Like, this will be automatically done on your behalf. You won't have to do anything but just wait and receive it. That's all you need to do. So it's a really easy process. We're not asking you to connect to any DApps. We're not asking you to upgrade or exchange or anything like that. It'll be done for you in a very secure manner, and everyone will have their V3 staked NFTs, and it's going to be a very seamless process.
There you go. Sanrio, I see your hand is up.
Yes, I just wanted to ask a question about that airdrop. Is it more beneficial for us to go ahead and do the migration? Like, which one is preferred? Should we be aiming to do the migration on our own, or should we be waiting for the airdrop?
Personally, I think, and we've said this before, when it comes to EverMigrate, we do think it's one of the easiest ways to do a protocol migration. And if you want to be in control of your migration from V2 to V3, oh, sorry, someone was speaking. But I would, so if you want to be in control of your migration from V2 to V3, I would utilize EverMigrate. If you are comfortable with going, nah, I can just wait, the contract address is live and I'll add it to my wallet and the tokens will appear, that's also fine as well. We understand that sometimes not everyone is always up to speed and they don't see the contract address right away, and then if they get airdropped fake tokens, it's just a whole little bit of a mess. So that's why we're taking a twofold approach.
Yeah, I mean, the easiest answer to that is like if you want to get your V3 tokens as soon as practically possible, then Migrate will allow you to do that. We would prefer you use Migrate because it's a really awesome tool, but you don't have to. And if you're willing to wait, like Jen says, if you're not in a rush to get your V3 tokens, you're willing to wait a little bit, you'll get airdrop them. So again, it all depends on if you want to actively use those V3 tokens. You've got V2 tokens at the moment, you want to stake them. If you want to get involved, then you would have to migrate them across once the contract goes live. That's the easiest way to answer that question.
Well said. Sorry,
I want to say I want to say congratulations to the whole team. And my question is, if I have my Rise token stake for 12 months, but now we have 26 months, if I want to change my duration of my stake, like I was stake already for 12 months, I will get the possibility to go for 36 months if I want, or I have to stay in 12.
That will be a possibility with the way the new staking protocol is set up. You'll be able to adjust the duration of time of your stake.
That's insane. Okay. That's so insane.
Yeah,
and also, I mean, that's a really great question, 20, and the fact that you brought it up. And again, there's another question as well in the chat, which I wanted to kind of tag along because we're talking about the NFTs right now. But also, a question's been asked from Plankton. Will the NFT stake show up as NFTs in your wallet with the appropriate sea creature? Suresh?
I think so. Yeah, it will be visible on the wallet. Yeah, one more thing before we actually go into the question, I just want to say, when we said that the term can be changed, it can only be extended. You cannot have like 12 months stake right now, earn the rewards for 6 months, then if you want, you can cut down to 1 month. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
It is always like you can extend the term, but not like you can decrease the term.
Yeah, it's like a mobile phone contract. You keep using, go forwards in time, but not back. But yeah, again, to answer the question in YouTube, the staking NFTs will be unique. They will have information on them in a graphical form that corresponds with your staking term and your amount, and it'll look awesome because they're going to be uniquely minted to you. So all the information on them will be unique. So,
and then my next question is, if I want to sell my NFT staking, I will still have my Rise token in my possession, or I have to sell the Rise token together with the NFT?
Yeah, when you are staking, we will collect the NFT and destroy it, and we give you the Rise tokens. I mean, it's not like the Rise tokens are already in your wallet but are locked. So when you are staking, just take the NFT and destroy it and unlock the tokens from your wallet.
Okay, and then my last question, I want to know if Titan is really human, because Titan not a human. Titan act like a god. Thank you, Titan. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, 20. Let's bring up Akem. I believe I tried earlier, but it must have not worked. Good old Twitter Spaces. Give it another shot here. Hey, Akem.
Concerning the V3, if I have my token being staked for V2 for 12 months, and right now you guys are coming with the V3, how is it going to work? Like moving from the V2 staking to the V3?
So what we will be doing on the EverRise V3 contract is creating new staking contracts for everyone who has a staking contract on EverRise V2. These staking contracts on EverRise V3 will mirror all of the information as the staking contracts on EverRise V2, with the exception of the tokens that the staking contract holds. The staking contract, instead of holding EverRise V2 tokens, will hold EverRise V3 tokens. And the staking contract will be an on-chain NFT. These on-chain NFTs that contain your staking contract will be airdropped to you. You don't need to do anything. You just need to wait until we're able to complete the migration process, and then you will have your staking contract airdropped to your wallet.
There you go. Hope that answers.
Yeah, I hope that answers your question, Akim.
Okay, so the next question I have is are you going? Okay.
Sorry?
Do you have a question?
I heard you say you had a last question.
Yeah, I think you may be getting churned up in the fiat world, as David would say. It's not blockchain.
Yes. No problem.
Sorry,
sorry.
Sorry, TJ. I just wanted to make a really good point actually as well. That don't forget, because these staking NFTs are going to be NFTs and not smart contracts, the cost to create them in gas is going to be a lot less than what a staking contract is. That's another real big point. Like when we say that we take on board people's feedback, one of the complaints was gas fees, ridiculous, especially on Ethereum. You know, this is a real, much more efficient way of creating a contract via the NFT, allowing you to hopefully have much less gas costs. Just wanted to throw that one out there.
Well said.
And Stephen Sweeney asks, what is the thinking behind longer staking periods?
I think that was the community.
Higher reward multipliers, right? Sorry, Suresh, go ahead.
Yeah, basically, I mean, after launch of V2, I mean, we thought 12 months is too low, kind of thing. Like, we want to make sure that the project stays long. If the project needs to stay long, the community stay along with us. I mean, without the community, no project survives. So, if the community says that, hey, we are ready to stake for 36 months, I mean, 3 years, that will be a strong boost for us, for the project as well. I mean, like, we'll be there in the long term. So,
yeah, I mean, I've been in the VC. Sorry, CJ, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, just to speak to that as well. I mean, you know, we talk about all the time how we're building for the long term. It just didn't really make sense to have a 12-month maximum staking contract when we are going to be here for years and years. We're going to keep developing and building. So it really speaks to where we're heading as a company, our long-term vision. So we just figured, you know, might as well give people the opportunity that believe in it, you know, as much as we do to reap the benefits.
Absolutely. And I've been sat in the VC and I've been in Twitter spaces. I've been chatting with the community like a lot of us have. And I've been asked, so why can't I stake for longer? You know, why only 12 months? And like, I wish I could stake for 5 years. And I mean, some people are genuinely serious. They really are looking long term. And, you know, I mean, even Monty Bags in the YouTube saying, I want to stake for 20 years. I mean, there will never be enough. There will always be people that want to stake for longer. So don't worry. We're giving you options. Okay. That's the easiest answer. We're giving you options. You can do what you want. You can stake between 1 to 36 months. It's entirely up to you.
There you go. Let's bring up next in line. We have NDA.
Yes, Cleveland, it will.
Hey, NDA. You might have to unmute in the bottom left-hand corner.
I assume that one's for me, TJ, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, it takes me a few seconds to reconnect. I know a couple people still on V1, sadly. So would you recommend them getting over to V2 ASAP then for V3?
It would be great if they could move over to V2, but if they don't, you know, Suresh has already said earlier that in a couple of months we'll just airdrop them the V3 tokens, and then everyone will be on V3, and that will be that.
Oh, even better, then. All right. Thanks. Hopefully we get I thought I heard earlier a blog post on it. Would love bullet points. I was driving, listening in on the video, and my head's still wrapping everything up.
It's all good. Good news for you is when you're done driving, you can just go ahead and check Telegram, and there's a blog post live ready for you to read that also has the video, so you can read and watch if you want to multitask.
Sounds good, Jen. Thanks. You guys have a good one.
Thanks, NDA. Have a good weekend.
Same, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you. We're going to bring up King. Hey, King.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing very well. How are you?
Good. So I was reading the article you guys put up, and I had a few questions about it. So if I'm already staked, I know you guys did say that you don't really have to do anything, but if I wanted to migrate, is that like not an ability? Like, is it just you have to just wait for the airdrop if you're already staked, or is there going to be a way
Correct.
for you to? Oh, that's it.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
because the way staking worked on V2, your tokens weren't held within your wallet, right? They were held within the smart contract, and that smart contract is literally so secure that it can't open until your staking duration is over. So instead of making you wait until the staking duration is over, we'll be creating stakes that mirror the stakes that we had on V2 and airdropping them.
Okay. And if I decided I wanted to increase the staking period, that would have to be done after the airdrop?
Correct.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
basically, before the start of V3 live itself, you'll be having your stake contracts created.
Can you say that one more time?
Before we go live with V3, all the staking contracts will be migrated by default. So you'll have everything within your wallet.
Suresh, I have a question here for you from Mo. Hypothetically, if I have 1 million staked for 12 months, can I extend 500K to 36 months, 250 to 24, and leave 250 at 12?
Yeah, the way it works is, you cannot actually put all those things into a single transaction. First, you have to split into whatever the amount you want, like make it 500, 250, then you extend each one.
So the answer is yes. Okay, so let's bring up Mo. Oh, Mo, I see you requested, but I think we just took your question that you sent me.
Got a question in from Houston. Houston Hard Hitters 713 on YouTube. Will Titan still be putting back what was stolen out of his own pocket? Very direct question.
Yes. If you guys checked out the blog post or watched the announcement, we mentioned that we do have a snapshot of all rewards that were not withdrawn before the staking pool exploit. So we'll be utilizing that snapshot to refill all rewards lost to the exploit with tokens owned by EverRise.
There you go.
Thank you, Jen.
Let's bring up. Sorry, Jen.
Sorry, I was just going to say, in addition to that, guys, I'm not sure if you guys caught this, but it is mentioned within our blog post, and it was mentioned a little bit in the announcement video. But once V3 is live, we're going to be activating the buyback and stake protocol to occur more often, i.e. buybacks will happen more often to redistribute rewards to stakers to make up for the past couple of weeks in which the buyback protocol has been turned off. So keep that in mind as well. So not only will the staking rewards pool be completely replenished to exactly what it was before the exploit, but we will also be activating the buyback more to make up for the lost activity of
Lost time.
Buyback. Exactly.
Yeah. Like we've been saying all along that don't worry, it's all there. Like it's all in the liquidity reserves. All that money in the liquidity reserves is earmarked for buyback into the market via the Kraken, via the automated process. The fact that Everstake has been down is unfortunate for the last few weeks or whatever it's been, but it's all been accumulating, and like a lot of our community have been noticing that accumulation that's been taking place. So absolutely, that's a good point that you just raised there, Jen.
It's crazy. I know we say like a couple of weeks, a few weeks ago, a while ago. I just looked at the date. I'm like, it was like 14 days ago. It was like 2 weeks ago that this happened.
Was it? I was gonna say I was gonna say a month ago, but I wasn't sure. Like
no,
wow.
Literally 15 days ago. It just goes to show how time moves in this space.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we'll bring up Mike. I see you've had your hand raised for a while. Thank you for your patience. Everyone who I'm bringing up now has had their hand raised for quite some time. So we appreciate you sticking by. Mike, how's it going? Mike Scrivo? Hope I said that right. Okay. Let's bring up SafeMoon Flat Earther. Hey. SafeMoon Flat Earther. You might have to unmute in the bottom left-hand corner. Guys, because we do have a lot of hands raised. Oh, yeah. Hey.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll make it quick. I'm driving. This is great. I love it. I can't wait to, do 24 months, 36 months. It's great. Real quick, just when SafeMoon swap?
Suresh, I'll let you take that if you want.
I don't know. Like, I mean, it's still under discussion. I would say, the discussion didn't actually move forward.
Basically, what it is, we understand that SafeMoon is a great protocol out there, and we're a great protocol out there, and we're constantly looking for opportunities for us to work together and for the communities to come together. But we need to do it in a way that makes sense for both communities, and it doesn't just benefit one. So, we enjoy talking to the SafeMoon team. We are in contact with them, and when the right opportunity comes together for us to collaborate, we'll take it then. I know the SafeMoon swap looks interesting, and it certainly is, but you know what else is interesting? EverSwap. So
Yeah, well
I'll
said.
leave it at that.
Our biggest priority is we want to do what's best for the community and the holders at all times. If anything is going to potentially not be, if the benefits are going to not, what's the word I'm looking for, Jen? Help me here. Outweigh the cons. If the cons outweigh the pros, it's not a win for us. There's a lot of opportunities. We can go here, we can go there, but it comes down to, is it the best move for our holders at the end of the day? So every situation is evaluated individually, and we'll just take it from there. If something will benefit everybody and EverRise as a protocol in our future, we'll move forward. It's as simple as that. And, as opportunities present themselves, we will evaluate each and every single one of them.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of business discussions going on with the business development team. David also heading up a lot of that with TJ and Jen. And it's like, there's lots of different directions that we can go in, but they've got to be in the interest of the community and a benefit of the community. Otherwise, we're doing bad business essentially. So great question. And I too admire the work that SafeMoon are putting in, and look forward to any future workings that we do with them if the time arises.
Well said. Yeah, I was stumbling on my words a bit there. I just couldn't find them. So thank you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, up there. We'll take a question from Kid Icarus. I definitely butchered. Hey, Kid.
What's good, guys? What's good?
How you doing?
Great, man. I just want to say, I'm glad you guys are pushing hard, bringing real utilities into the crypto space. Jen, you're doing awesome. Jason, you're doing awesome. Titan, you're doing awesome. I have this one question though. So my question is there any other blockchains you guys want to add onto Everbridge?
Yeah, so in terms of adding other blockchains, we ideally want to be on as many blockchains as possible. We want our tools to be utilized to keep as many people safe in, DeFi moving forward. We're very early in DeFi right now. I think about where it's going to be in 5-10 years, and it's just like, wow, who knows what's going to be developed. So I will say that our goal is to be on, as many chains as possible. It's just doing it when the time is right, when the liquidity is there, and just, again, like I just said earlier, evaluating every single situation individually and making the best move as a company moving forward. So do we want to be on more blockchains? Yes. Will we be on more blockchains? Yes. It's just a matter of time, what's right. We're also talking to other blockchains as well. It's public information that a lot of blockchains actually offer grants to come over and provide your tools and services, in exchange for various different things. So those conversations are ongoing. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, as you guys know, but yeah, we definitely will expand. It's just a matter of when and what's right, and which blockchains are most adamant to have us on.
Gotcha. As far as the other blockchains you're talking to, is one of them preferably Solana by chance?
I cannot say. I can't say. The way that a lot of this stuff works in this space is, NDAs or just trust that things are going to stay, in-house or in conversation. That's a big focus that, we're not going to break any agreements or all I can say in that front is just patience and it'll pay off.
Perfect. All right. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks, kid. Hope you have a great day.
You too, man.
Eric, bringing you up. How's it going? Hey, Eric. I think Twitter Spaces might have eaten you.
Let's give him a few seconds to see. Eric, are you there? No, I think he's gone.
All right, we'll bring up MHK.
Oh, is that Eric?
Hey. Yeah, it's Eric.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Doing very well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm reaching out from Kenya.
Hey,
hi.
Hey, Kenya.
I'm good. Now, my question is, I wanted to know whether this upgrade is going to affect the number of tokens in supply.
No, the migration will be 1-to-1, so it'll be the same amount of total supply. However, we are bringing back the burning function within EverRise. So anytime you bridge an NFT, like one of the EverRise NFT stakes, fees are collected in RISE tokens. Those RISE tokens are then held for either a monthly or quarterly burn. We haven't decided which one yet, but we will be bringing back a burn.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Eric. MHK, how's it going?
Yeah, Suresh. Hope you all are doing well.
Hey, how are you?
Am I audible?
Yeah, how's it going, MHK?
Yeah, everything is good. I have no question. I just wanted to say that I have full confidence in your team, and I'm an early investor, and I'm really very pleased the way your team is delivering, and they are
Thank you, MHK. I think I'm losing you a little.
I think the connection's dropping off a bit there, MHK.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. Just wanted to say that you guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, MH.
Yeah, thank you. That means a lot.
All right, we're going to bring up Tales from the Crypt. Valios, I see you have your hand raised as well. I'll get to that as soon as Tales from the Crypt unmutes.
Hey, so hi everyone. First of all, thank you for everything. Second of all, I just want to make sure I understand this straight. So basically our stakes, whatever coins that are staked, are going to be turned, and I'm using the term turned loosely here, but basically they're going to become an NFT. And ownership of that NFT is basically holding those staked coins, and you receive your staking. Hello?
Tails, can you repeat like the last maybe 3 seconds of your question?
Okay. So our staked coins are going to be turned, and I'm using turned loosely here, into an NFT. That NFT I get to hold in my own wallet. And holding that NFT is basically holding the staked coins and receiving rewards accordingly.
Kind of. So you're close. Yes, within your wallet, you will hold the on-chain NFT. And also within your wallet, you will have the EverRise staked tokens. They will just be locked according to how long you locked your stake up for. So like say I had 100 Rise tokens on V2 in a staking contract for 12 months. When V3 migration happens, I will receive an NFT, right, that states that like this is my stake. Like you have 100 Rise V3 tokens and your stake ends in December. And then within my wallet, I would also see 100 Rise tokens. And those are the 100 Rise tokens that are staked, but they're just time locked within the wallet.
So if I move this NFT from my wallet to another person's wallet, they now take ownership of my stake tokens, and from that moment on, they're the ones who are going to be receiving the staking rewards.
Correct. But the staking rewards, at this moment in time, we're still finalizing some of the details, but it's like you will need to go to EverStake and connect your wallet and have the NFT that verifies that you own the stake to be able to access the rewards.
Okay. So and based on what this is, I'm not the best NFT and crypto expert in the world, definitely, and I'm still learning about it as we go along. But I haven't seen before an NFT that holds value within it. Usually the value of NFT is the value of which people are willing to pay for it. Is this something common, or did we just come up with this?
You know, we mentioned this at the beginning, but no one on the team has seen an NFT or staking platform like this. So we, you know, I'm going to say here.
I mean, beyond staking it, this is an NFT that in its core holds value as opposed to the value just coming from the person who wants that NFT, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So if you're like, if you have an NFT where you've staked $40,000 worth of Rise, your NFT is inherently worth a minimum of $40,000.
And with the addition of every staking rewards that can be evaluated, like I'm going to buy this NFT from you and I'm going to pay you the $40,000 and another $1,000 because that's what I'm expecting this NFT to reward me with as we move along.
Well, that would be up. That would be up for third parties to decide.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, yeah.
For users to make that decision on what they want to do. But yeah, absolutely. In theory, that's certainly a conversation that people can have. Yeah. I mean, this is
okay.
Yeah, carry on.
Go ahead.
No. I'm listening.
So what I wanted to ask is this something that's provided as a service to others? Meaning, would other coins be able to utilize this platform to create those kind of NFTs?
You
or
know,
is it just EverRise?
I think right now it's just EverRise. This is like a staking.
Yeah,
like let us get it out. But I think, it's so funny you say that because my gut instinct is like this is something innovative that our development team has built, and that makes EverRise stand apart.
This is the part that actually, I wasn't even listening to the AMA, and my wife was, and she called me and said, you have to get in and listen to what they're saying, because what they're saying is insane, because this is something that we've never heard of before. I'm just thinking of the applications of having this service be provided, whether it's via EverRise or via other tokens that would pay to utilize the services, is insane. As for having an NFT type thing, I'm sorry, I'm not very familiar with what the terminology I'm going to use, but that has inherent value within it that is not just based on whether this is an NFT that I like, or if it's because it's hype or because people are rushing into buying them. This is something that actually, for the first time, I'm seeing an NFT that holds its own value.
It's exciting, isn't it?
I know. I'm stunned.
You see a lot of NFT. I don't want to say influencers, but like influential people in the space. Gary Vee being one of them, saying that NFTs right now, the way that they're portrayed and the way that they're used is essentially most of them are profile pictures. It's still a very early space. he sees huge value in NFTs for things that can be created using an NFT. A lot of that is not out right now. This is innovative. This actually provides a real use case for an NFT.
This is the first time that I've seen an NFT that has something beyond, just the value of whatever the image means to someone.
Yep.
Since the first time I've heard the word NFT about a year ago.
Yeah, so I mean, it's revolutionary tech, and that's what we're trying to do here. I mean, we had the opportunity now to move forward with a new staking protocol and really evaluate what the best option is. And what the dev team came down to is, let's do something new that hasn't been done and take advantage of this huge NFT marketplace where there is a lack of real utility within the actual NFT token itself. So this just opens tons of doors. To go to that question, is it just EverRise or for other projects? I mean, I'll echo what everyone else said. It's for us right now, but I mean, you never know, right? Like if it can become a great revenue stream for the company down the line, are we open to exploring it? We explore any good option, right? So no answer there yet, but I mean, we will take the best route moving forward as a company.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. But I'm just wanted to confirm that what I understood is what I understood, because it blew my mind, and just wanted to confirm that this is it. Good job, everyone, and thank you.
Thanks, Tails. Hope you have a great day. Wish your wife a good weekend as well.
See you guys. Bye.
Thank you. We'll bring up Bitcoin Boy. Hey, for those who don't know, Bitcoin Boy joins our spaces daily. He's 12 years old into cryptocurrency, which just blows my mind. Bitcoin Boy, how's it going? Bitcoin Boy?
Yeah, what's up?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Doing very well. Did you catch the announcement?
What did you say?
Did you catch our announcement?
No, I just hopped in here, honestly.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because as I mentioned, Bitcoin Boy likes to join our daily spaces. This is right around that time. But our announcement is we're actually moving to V3. There's tons of great stuff in there. I would love for you to take a look at the video. A lot of groundbreaking and new stuff in the NFT and crypto world. So it's something that I think you would enjoy. And, being a 12-year-old crypto mogul yourself, there's a lot of things in there that I think will eventually become the standard. So first eyes on it.
Yeah, that's amazing, honestly. That sounds amazing.
How amazing is it to have, I don't even know, are you Gen Z or is there a new letter for...
Yeah, Gen Z. I'm Gen Z.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it's the future. Sorry, not it's the future. You're very early on what we all believe in here is the future. So good for you. When I was 12, I was trading Pokemon cards with my friends, and here you are, invested in change and really seeing what's coming in the world and taking advantage of that. So I appreciate that. I'm sure a lot of people in here appreciate that. So thanks, Bitcoin Boy, and keep doing your thing. Keep sharing crypto with all your friends and get the message out there.
Yeah, speaking of it, I honestly just had another 12-year-old come up to me and ask me, "What's crypto? How do I get into it?"
There you go, and I'm sure you have all the answers.
Yeah, I told him a bunch. He hopped into a space with me yesterday, I believe it was. No, that was 2 days ago, and he did hop into one yesterday with me. Actually, that might have been... Yeah, I believe I was... No, he was in here with you the other day on Wednesday.
Oh, there you go. Well, round of applause for Bitcoin Boy and his friends, and thank you for getting into crypto and spreading the message across Gen Z, if you will. I'm going to bring up G Breeze just because we are going to end out in 7 minutes. We still have a lot of work to do, so we'll take a few more questions. G Breeze, what's going on? You might have to unmute in the bottom left-hand corner.
Hello.
There you go. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, shit. I didn't know it was on. Cool.
You are now, yeah.
Yeah. Now, first and foremost, I just want to say you guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. Man, I was on here for a while. I didn't even know I was going to get up. My answer's kind of been answered since I've been listening to a couple of things. One, is David still a part of the team?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I just didn't see him on here. And the other thing is the EverRise Inu, is that still a thing, or
So we ended that today. We changed our brand, but like it was EverRise Uni was only ever a Twitter thing. We changed back to EverRise today. Just it's a serious announcement. We have a lot of serious good things coming. So just it doesn't mean that you have to end the Let Us In movement. It doesn't mean that you have to stop tweeting. It's just for something like this, our brand has to be front and center. And there's a lot of good things that have come from the Let Us In movement that are, happening behind the scenes right now that we'll be able to share soon. But on that note, I mean, yes, essentially the movement is done.
It's not the end of the ENU, though.
No, it's not the end of the ENU.
We literally just pushed a splash page live for other projects who want to join us in on us continuing to bring attention and awareness to Let Us In.
Gotcha.
For them to get in contact. So it's definitely something that we'll still be carrying out.
So one last question, I'll let you guys go. With the NFTs that we get for with our I'm on the V2 stake, all that good stuff. I'm on the BNB, been with you guys for a long time. So when before, anyways, so the NFTs that you get in. Do we get to keep those, or that's something based on like NFT? I'm gonna get like a NFT photo or image for getting the stake. Is that something that I get to keep? Is that something that just like a placeholder?
Yeah. So the NFT, the on-chain NFT that you receive for your stake, is yours to keep as long as you don't unstake. The moment you unstake, the NFT gets destroyed. However, if you complete your staking period, right, whether that's 1 month, 2 months, or 6 months, if you complete your staking period, you will be able to claim wow, Storm, I don't think we can call it that.
A reward NFT.
We gotta call it. We gotta call it a reward NFT. We were talking about reward versus award, but I could not get that word out. I was like, an award NFT. So it's kind of two-pronged. The actual utility NFT itself is yours to keep as long as you don't unstake. And then when you do complete your staking period, you'll be able to claim a commemorative NFT of your staking.
You guys, this is wow. Seriously? You're gonna give us guys a free NFT for us to? Okay. Okay. I'm a little bit dumbstruck because that's what I was thinking, but I just want to make sure. That's amazing. I know. I'm pumped. I'm getting a free NFT just by this waiting. Okay. I'm done with that.
And your
That's
NFT
crazy, though.
will have inherent value.
I do know what NFTs are. I hope I always think you guys are amazing at what you do, but this is a little bit over the top here, guys. I love it. So thank you for keep doing what you're doing. Man, I'm definitely telling people about that. And everybody get a free NFT by just holding. That's crazy.
Holding a stake.
Yeah.
Right. Stake. Yeah.
Just to make that clear.
Yeah, that's crazy, guys. You made my day. Just FYI, because I thought that was it, but I just want to make sure. And then you guys said you're gonna be free NFT for me just staking my stuff and leave it. That's amazing. Love it. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm out. That's
Have
awesome.
a great weekend, my friend. Kelly, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you.
Fine. First, I want to say, as always, thank you guys for your insane innovation. Sorry, the whole team is just amazing. My question is, I have two state contracts. Sorry about the dog. I have two state contracts right now in EverRise, one for 12 months and one for 6 months. So in theory, when those are migrated to V3 and the time stake RISE tokens are in my trust wallet, for instance, will those be combined from my two separate staking contracts, or how will that work?
Suresh, do you want to take this one?
I'm sorry?
I think
No, you cannot actually combine the contracts unless we might come up with an option where if you want to merge the contracts.
Wait, sorry guys, can I jump in? Kelly, tell me if I'm understanding this correctly. You're wondering if basically you have two NFT stakes that are coming your way.
Correct.
And because on V3, when you stake Rise, the Rise doesn't leave your wallet. Are you wondering if that Rise will be shown as, you know how in Trust Wallet, like the only time you can have different Rise is if you have different networks turned on? Are you asking if within Trust Wallet, will it break down like, oh, this 100 Rise here is time locked for this amount of time, and there will be another Rise that shows up that it's like, oh, this is my 1,000 Rise stake?
That's absolutely correct.
Okay. Suresh, do you want to take that one? Because I actually don't know.
Yeah, with respect to wallet, you will not see any difference. You will just see your Rise tokens. You will not even know whether they are locked or not locked. I mean, like you'll just see them as single Rise token with whatever the amount, the total amount. But only when you try to transfer any of those Rise tokens, then only it will fail if it is part of a stake.
Yeah. So it's the smart contract itself will be checking the wallet address to see if it contains, you know, a stake. It will then determine if there is tokens available to transact that are outside of that stake. If there isn't, then it will not allow the transaction to go through. That's how the tokens are locked within your wallet. But from an appearance point of view, they'll look like just any other token in your wallet. They will look exactly the same like V1 did. And that's a great thing because you'll be able to see them in your wallet. You'll be able to see the price. You'll be able to see what quantity you've got, and you'll be able to manage it in there as opposed to in a
Okay, and like you said, just to confirm, though, I'll obviously see them combined since it's kind of in the contract, you know, the breakdown of it basically. So, correct?
You'll see a quantity of tokens that are adding up to. So if you had two 100 million.
I have
yeah, you'd have 200 million in your wallet. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, thank you so much.
No problem. Great question.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelly. We'll take one more question. We're just over 3 o'clock. I'll add D. And then if you have any other questions, guys, please join our Telegram. We have an amazing community, an amazing bunch of mods who, you know, work around the clock to answer questions and make sure everyone's up to date. You know, big shout out to our mods and everyone in Telegram. Thank you for everything that you do. So if your question was not answered here, please do join Telegram for any clarification. D, how's it going?
You might need to unmute your mic in the bottom left-hand corner, D.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm just researching your guys' project and everything and seeing what it's all about. So if I were to buy now for be migrated over to the V3 later.
Yeah, you cut off there a little bit for me, but I'm pretty sure I got the gist of it. So if you were to acquire Rise tokens now, you will be able to migrate them for V3 tokens, no problem, using EverMigrate. If you do want to wait, we'll announce the time for an airdrop, but you can easily turn your V2 into V3 1-to-1 token ratio.
Gotcha. That's all I had to ask.
Awesome. Thanks, D. Hope you have a great weekend.
You as well.
Thanks, D.
On that note, guys, it's just after 3 o'clock. We're going to wrap this up. I want to thank every single one of you for tuning in, for joining, for supporting us, for believing in this long-term vision that we do have. It means the world to us. I genuinely look forward to the daily community spaces with everybody. It's just great to see that, you know, the focus that we put on security and safety and the importance that we feel about the topic is echoed by you guys. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the V3 announcement. It was awesome to watch Jen's video. Again, Jen, phenomenal job on that video. And I'll pass it off to Jen to say any closing words, and then we'll move on.
Thank you, TJ, and thank you for everyone for all the comments on the video. It was, you know, again, I'm not really used to being in front of camera unless it's a Zoom call, so it's a little bit of an adjustment for me, but I'm glad you guys are finding this content helpful, so we're going to continue to make content like this. That video was done in the same style that we'll be doing our educational videos in. We've already shot one. I have a couple more scripts that we're finalizing and we'll be shooting some more. So I'm excited to get that out there. And one last thing before I hand it over to Suresh. I had a colleague, Mintier, he pinged me saying there was a YouTube question asking if I could reveal my cryptic message for my tweet.
Hey, even I don't know what is that cryptic message.
It was so good. It's Rise V3 coming soon.
Okay.
There you have it, folks.
Well, somebody guessed that Moon is coming soon, and I thought, oh, that's an internal joke with Jen, because Jen knows about the Moon, don't you, Jen?
I do. I was talking about the Moon after I got my wisdom teeth removed, and it's apparently a very funny video that staff really enjoyed watching. So
it was phenomenal. I'll hand it off to Jason for closing remarks before we end it off with Suresh.
So again, thank you, everybody that supported us, been patient, with us as we've gone through the process of ensuring that our staking protocol is as secure and as trusted as possible. And to the massive, awesome community effort that's ongoing on Twitter right now. That's the old vibrate for Suresh there. Thank you all the effort you've been putting into the Let Us In campaign. Don't let it stop. Keep going. The exchanges are taking notice of it. They are seeing the community out there being engaged. Massive shout out to Big One Exchange for doing the pre-show today. And we could not be here. We can't go forward if we don't have you guys being the voices and the energy behind the project. So thank you as always.
Thanks, Jason. And Suresh, the man, the myth, the legend.
First of all, I want to say thank you for patiently waiting. Even though the system is kind of broken for us right now, there is no staking, there is no buyback. Yeah, that's the reason we want to bring this as early as possible with V3. And we have all the other priorities. We have other projects, other products which are lined up. But since we need to fix this issue, we are heavily working on this, making sure that it's not just a temporary fix, it has to be a permanent solution. So we're taking our time, but in March we'll be there for sure. Yeah, thank you for everything. Simple.
There you have it, guys. Thank you very much for joining again. Again, if you do have additional questions, please visit our Telegram. You'll be able to get those answered pretty quickly. I want to thank everyone for tuning in again, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the day and a great weekend. Take care, guys.